Hello everyone! Today I'm sharing my sourdough bagel recipe. My starter is already in the bowl and there's 200 grams. Then I added 510 grams of lukewarm, kind of room temperature water. And then now I will be adding 80 grams of honey. And just to let everybody know, this recipe is doubled, so I will have the regular recipe in the description below. But after the honey, we're going to do 20 grams of salt. Now that all that's put together, I'm going to grab my Dutch whisk and combine all of the ingredients just to make sure that all of it is mixed well, and when we add the flour it'll mix better. Now we're going to take 1,000 grams of bread flour and just add it in here. My bowl is on a scale right now, you just can't see it. And don't mind my husband in the background. But after this, I am going to be putting it in my mixer. So now we're going to start it and put it on low. If you're using a KitchenAid, I recommend using just the dough hook. You don't have to start with the paddle. It'll all combine eventually. But just keep it on low. And this is my dough once it starts getting combined better. And then I did end up switching to my dough hook also. But then I felt like it wasn't doing enough, so I did turn it out and start hand kneading it. Um, you might have to do this. I haven't made this recipe with a KitchenAid, so I'm not entirely sure. It'll just be kind of an experiment for you, I guess, but you can always resort to hand kneading it. It's really not too terrible. But um, then I did kind of shape her into a little ball and put her in my bowl. Sorry, I had like a little hole there, so I wanted to patch that up. But I put it in a bowl and I did cover it with a wet tea towel and I put the lid for my mixer bowl on top of it. After the dough has rested, I do start, when I'm about ready, I start to put the water with 2 tablespoons of sugar on the stove and put that on high to get it to boil. And then I'm going to take my dough out of the bowl and I will start splitting it up. Now, since I am doubling this recipe, it's going to be 6 regular bagels and 12 mini bagels. Um, um, 3 of the regular will be onion bagels also. I didn't really show putting the dehydrated onions on top, but I will show you the end result and I'll tell you how to do it also. Um, yeah, so here I am. These are the regular bagels. I'm just going to split them up. I don't think I show a whole lot of it, but just split them up. I don't measure them yet, and it's just because I'm usually fairly okay with eyeballing, and I'm not looking for perfect size bagels on all of them right now, since this recipe is relatively new to me. But it gives you the best chewy and nice crunch on the outside, nice chewy center on these. These are truly the best bagels that I've ever made. But here I am. Make sure you poke a hole in the center and then just kind of stretch it out. And then these are going to be the mini bagels. I'm going to cut them up into 12 as even as possible dough balls, and I will roll them out. Just like a sourdough loaf, it is a little more difficult since they're so small, but I find this is the best way to get them into a nicer ball without all the creases in it. Um, but you will see, like, my dough is really bubbly. It's not sticky. It's really easy to work with. It's not sticking to anything, and it's well fermented from the bubbles being there, or you can tell because of the bubbles being there. But now I finished shaping all of them. We're going to put them in the boiling water for 2 minutes on each side, um, obviously flipping halfway through. Well, put it 2 minutes, then flip it, and then put it in for another 2 minutes. I did do a little bit less time for my mini bagels. I just didn't want them to get overly done. Like I didn't want them to be coming out all like soupy or anything. So, oh, and here I am. These I'm putting on a plate so that I can put the dehydrated onions on them. And I just wanted to have a place to catch it and not have them on my baking sheet to burn. But here we are putting them in the oven. And you can put your toppings on right after you take them out of the boiling water. You don't have to use any egg wash or anything. It will stick. But put them in at 425 for 25 minutes, and here they are. Those are the regular bagels, and here we are putting in the mini bagels, and these are what they all look like. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed.